What would you do if you could do it all the time? Author unknown. When we last left you, we were in Marsh Harbor. We stayed there for about 2 weeks, letting Sophia get some good walk-ins while we waited for our mail to arrive from St. Brendan's Isle. Once we were finally ready, we departed out of Man-O-War Channel. It was a little bit of a rough ride.
Whoa! Wow, these are big. Holy crapola.
From there, we started our way down to Eleuthera. We had a quick stop at Egg Island for the night before moving on to Spanish Wells the next day. We were only in Spanish Wells just to pick up a few parts and refuel the boat. Soon after we were fueled up, we left southbound again for Current Cut.
Dude, we are here in North Eleuthera in the Bahamas, and I tell you what, there's Unwritten Timeline out there anchored right there. And I can totally see why people love the Bahamas and call it paradise. I am totally digging the bohemian vibe, man. Yeah.
Current Cut is aptly named. The current will rip through there at like 6 knots sometimes. We tried to time it on our departure east, but we ended up getting there about 10 minutes before complete slack tide, so we still had about a 2 to 3 knot current coming at us, which was a little unfortunate, but the boat made it through just fine. Once we arrived at Twin Sisters Beach near Glass Bridge Window, we had a great time. It was one of the better anchorages we've had in the Bahamas. We're down on the east side of Eleuthera, and we are getting ready to go see Glass Bottom Bridge, which is apparently a bridge that separates the Atlantic from the Caribbean Ocean, I guess. We got Unwritten Timeline in the background there, and then Lisa's over here by our tender we just got ashore.
It's safely on shore, tied to the tree.
Yeah, we got these high-speed wheels that go on it too, so we can put those down and then it makes it easier to beach it. So here we are at Glass Bottom Bridge.
Separates the Atlantic from the Caribbean. I guess it's not technically Caribbean, but it's something like that. Not really much glass bottom, but it is kind of cool looking.
We are on our way back to the boat after seeing Glass Window Bridge. It is amazing, guys. If you are anywhere near here, it's worth stopping by, taking a look. You're seeing Mother Nature at its best. On one side is the Atlantic. On the other side is the cool, crystal clear waters of the North Eleuthera. It's amazing, and you just see the waters crashing through and going from the Atlantic onto the other side. It's amazing.
After Glass Window Bridge, we departed and checked out the Queen's Baths, another part where the Atlantic Ocean crashes into Eleuthera.
Oh my gosh.
But it is kind of neat looking how blue the little puddles are around here. Yeah, it's crazy how there's all these little fish in these pools. It's our last night here on Twin Sisters Beach. It's actually really great here. We've been lucky enough. I think there was 2 boats like the first day, and then ever since then it's been us. A few people come down from the road to lay around on the beach and have a good time, but other than that, it's just been us out here. It's awesome. This is like one of the biggest, sandiest beaches we've seen in the Bahamas. Now it's not huge because there's no resorts around here, but it's a nice little quiet beach. We got to go see the Glass Window Bridge. We went to the Queen's Baths. All those were fantastic. But we're heading out of here tomorrow morning. We're going to head down to Hatchet Bay and check that out for a few days before we head even further south. This place has been great. Sophia seems to enjoy it. Then we were on the move south to Hatchet Bay. It's another great day in the Bahamas, nice and sunny, a little bit of breeze. I left the tender tied up at the public dock down at Hatchet Bay, and now I'm walking towards the Bat Caves. I don't know if Batman's going to be there, but they do have caves about 2 miles north of Hatchet Bay. And it's supposed to be a pretty good little
side adventure, and they have a bunch of bats down here. Lisa wasn't feeling well today, so she stayed on the boat to relax and hang out with Lisette and Sophia. So I'm making the 2-mile trek up to go check out the bat caves. So we'll see what that's about today. So this is the entrance to the caves. Looks kind of neat. Basically, it is just a cave that goes down. So let's go check it out. So we got some kind of stairs here. Just can't have anything nice. So this is inside the cave looking back, just so you can see how dark it is. And then in a minute I'll turn the flash on. And bam! Now you can kind of see around a little bit. So some of the stairs have been dug out to help you walk down a little bit. But then eventually the stairs run out. And you're left with this really sturdy looking ladder. But it's not too bad of a little cave. Good little sidetrack if you're feeling adventurous. Bring a couple flashlights, follow the ladder down, go see the water. I didn't see too many bats in here though. And I really don't see much indicating that there are bats. There's no like bat guano or anything on the ground. It's just an old cave. You can kind of see the entrance there. I'm back out here at the entrance. You guys saw part of the cave. It's not terribly impressive, especially for a 2-mile walk from Hatchet Bay, but if you're in the area and it's not too hot out, it's definitely good to do something or get off the boat for a little bit. The cave does eventually go down the stairs, down the ladder, through some more tunnels, and then there's a little bit of water that you would have to get through in order to get to the Caribbean Sea over here, but it does eventually come out over that way. I didn't make it that far. I didn't bring any swim trunks and didn't feel like trying to get wet in a cave and then come back up, so I just stopped around there. But now I'm gonna head back to the boat, maybe stop by the general store in town and pick up a few things for the boat. And then it was off to Rock Sound. Lisa and I decided to walk down to the ocean hole in Rock Sound today. It's, I guess, just a little blue hole that's inland, and you can kind of see it. It goes all the way around, but when you walk up, there are all sorts of fish in the water, because apparently probably the tourists more often than the locals, but they come and feed the fish, so they come running up to you trying to get their treats.
They appear out of nowhere. Look how fast they are. You gonna jump in?
No.
I didn't bring my swimsuit. That would be a cold, wet walk home.
Yeah. Yeah, and we still got to go see the caves today too.
Here, fishy, fishy, fishies. Here, fishy, fishy, fishies. I'm sorry, yellow fish. I'm trying to get it to you, but those other fishies are just faster.
So we just passed Boiling Hole, another little blue ocean hole that is around Rock Sound here. And I think we're walking to Cathedral Caverns on a nice little trail. But we haven't made it there yet, so I'm not positive exactly if we're going in the right direction.
There's no telling. We'll know in a little bit. The Boiling Hole's pretty cool because on the sign it was saying that every now and then you can see the green sea turtles, because about a quarter mile out it's connected to, the caves are connected to the ocean somehow. So sea turtles will come into the hole. Pretty cool. I didn't see any yet.
Yeah, I haven't seen any either. Just a bunch of fish at the ocean hole that we saw earlier. So this already looks better than the caves up at Hatchet Bay. There's no graffiti yet. Yeah, this is pretty cool. It's pretty cool how big all the caves are, and there's still openings for light to come in, so it's not completely pitch dark down here. And then you have these root structures coming down too. I guess from mangroves or something? I'm actually not sure. Oh, it's cool in here. Feels good in here too. It's nice and cool. So Lisa found another little side cave with a little hole that we had to crawl through. So now we're on our way back. That was kind of fun. This is a really cool cave. So we just did Boiling Hole and Cathedral Caverns right behind it. They're actually two separate little things, but they're right next to each other. So,
Hey Dave, do you know why they call it Boiling Hole?
no, why?
Because when the ocean water rushes in through the quarter mile of underwater caves,
Yeah.
it makes water boil.
Oh,
Not because of temperature hot, but
Just-
because it makes water boil.
well, that's cool. Is that on the sign?
Yeah, I read the sign.
I didn't read the sign.
And then sometimes the green sea turtles swim in, get a few little treats in
Yeah.
a little hole, take a swimming dip.
That'd be neat. I saw a turtle when we came into Rock Sound, but I didn't see one here.
I've seen a stingray,
Yeah.
2 of them, but no turtles yet.
But if you come down this way to check out Boiling Hole and the caverns, it's definitely worth the trip from wherever you're anchored down here in Rock Sound. Just walk south along the main road and then you'll pass this nice church. And then the hole is directly across from the church. Just take the entrance down and then follow the nice wooden walkway all the way around.
The cave is actually really sweet. It's make sure you wear some good gym shoes or hiking shoes because it's pretty rocky. And if you like to explore like we do, you want to be able to crawl around and get in all the little nooks and crannies of the cave. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's really good and it's easily accessible. It's not like you got to crawl through holes and get on your hands and knees in too many places. I think there's a couple small places if you want to, you can, but you definitely don't need to.
If I can do it, you can do it.
That's it for this episode. We hope you enjoyed it. Remember to like and subscribe so you won't miss our future episodes. Next time, we're heading farther down into the Bahamas.
Time is still I am. Ignore the clock and the things that confine me.